Today in the East kitchen, I had to give Patti's Good Life Buttermilk Pancake and Waffle Mixture a try. It says I just only have to add water. I made a Peach Cobbler Stuffed Waffle. Let me tell you something. This waffle turned out amazing. Peach cobbler stuffed inside of the waffle. It was super easy. I'm Easter I'm going to show you how to make this recipe right at home using Patti's Good Life Buttermilk Pancake and Waffle Mix. Let's go. Now, before I start this recipe, just a heads up, I'm not sponsored by Patti's Good Life brand. I was just intrigued. All my ingredients and measurements will be in the description for you to follow. In a skillet on medium-high heat, add 1 stick of salted butter. This is going to start the base of our peach cobbler filling that's going to go inside of the waffle. Yes, it's going to go inside of the waffle. I'm going to show you how. I'm going to add a bag of peach slices. Frozen peach slices is the way to go for this recipe. Once the frozen peaches melt in that butter, the water is going to help create that peach cobbler sauce once we add the other ingredients. That's the perfect go-to. So I recommend getting a frozen bag of peaches. I'm going to start off by adding my brown sugar to my butter mixture and the peaches. Yes, this is going to create an amazing filling for this waffle, okay? So I added 1 cup of brown sugar to a bag of peaches and 1 whole stick of salted butter, just like that. At this point, you want to reduce the heat to medium-low. Add some cinnamon. You need some cinnamon for this recipe. Now, medium-low, because we want this mixture to simmer. We want the peaches to get nice and soft, but we do not want to scorch the sauce, and we don't want to burn anything, okay? So we want to turn it down to medium-low, cover it, and allow it to simmer just like that. Now, look at that. The peaches are going to be nice and soft. The sauce is going to thicken. So again, medium-low heat. And this process will take about 10 minutes, okay? You're going to start off medium-high, then medium-low, 10 minutes. Cover it, allow it to simmer. And look, look at those peaches. You see, it started off as frozen peaches. Now look at all that flavor. Look at all the drippings. You do want a slotted spoon to remove the peaches from the skillet, because the reason why we want to remove it from the skillet, we do not want too much liquid inside of our waffle mixture, all right? And this will allow the peaches to cool off before we add it to our waffle mixture, okay? Now look at that. Look how thick that sauce is. It looks amazing. Look how dark and rich that is. Perfect. 10 out of 10. Now it's time to make our waffle mixture. Now, Patti's Good Life says just add water to the mixture, but when you read closely, it says you add water for pancakes. If you want to make waffles, you do need to add milk and some oil. Instead of oil, I'm going to use butter. That's going to be my twist. I followed the package instructions for the measurements for the actual waffle mixture. This is going to depend how many servings you need for yourself or family or friends, all right? I created a crater with the mixture in a bowl, just like that, to add my milk. I actually did not have whole milk in the fridge, so guess what I use? I use oat milk, but guess what? You can just simply use regular milk. You don't have to use oat milk, but it was actually a nice twist. I added some vanilla extract just to kind of give it a little razzle dazzle. Then instead of using oil, I use melted butter. For that recipe, I use unsalted butter for that, all right? Instead of using oil, I use unsalted butter. I mix everything together until it combines and it has the right consistency. Now, making the waffle mixture last ensures the peach cobbler filling cools off. We don't want to put scorching hot peach cobbler filling inside of our waffle in the waffle maker. That's not a good idea. So we want it to come to room temperature, cool off, not completely. Throw it in the fridge for 30 minutes while you do this and you should be good. Now, let's take a look at the waffle maker. Now, this waffle maker is called the Stuffler. I grabbed it off of Amazon a couple years ago, made a couple recipes with it, and it works pretty good actually. It's from Presto. I'll have the link down below for you to look at and maybe purchase, and it's non-sponsored, of course. Now, once the waffle maker preheats, add your batter to the waffle maker. Add enough batter to cover the bottom crate of the waffle maker, just like that. That's very important, because then you're going to add your peaches. As you can see, my peaches are cooled off, not too much liquid. You do not want to add too much liquid to your waffle batter, just like that. Too much liquid will make a disaster. Now, this is when I'm going to drizzle some of that brown sugar mixture right in the middle. As you can see, it's solidified, it's not watery, it's the right consistency. Add as much or as little as you like. Then I'm going to add the remaining waffle batter on top just like that, and that's going to make our peach cobbler stuffed waffle. Now with this waffle maker, you just close it and you flip it. But I'm gonna show y'all, I made a mistake. I was like, wait a minute, once I flipped it, why is this cord under the handle like that? And I said, with the steam coming out, I said, that's not a smart idea. Look, I had it the wrong way. Look, we all make mistakes. Thought I'll keep it in the video to show y'all. Look, just pay attention. Now, as you can see, the steam is coming out and everything is cooking perfectly. Per the instructions, it takes about 7 minutes for the waffle to be completely cooked. So let's go ahead and give it a try and see. Look at that. Look at that waffle. As you can see, the brown sugar, thumbs up. This looks good. Now, I didn't add too much of the batter. As you can see, it didn't pick up. So I had to use a spatula, but it turned out amazing. Just look at that. See, it's supposed to pick up, but I didn't add too much of the batter, so I had to use a spatula. Now, to prevent your waffles from becoming soggy, use a baking sheet, right, with a rack, and just put them on so that way they can slightly cool off right before you serve them. That will prevent them from getting soggy on the bottom. That works perfect. Now it's time to plate this stuffed waffle up. It's not a stuffed waffle, it's a peach cobbler stuffed waffle. So I have my waffle. I'm gonna add, of course, some peaches on top just like that. Look at those peaches. The peaches formed a whole different color because they're just soaked up with that brown sugar mixture and all that flavor. Now, you don't even need syrup for this recipe. You can just use the brown sugar peach cobbler mixture that we made and use that as a syrup. Pour it right on top of that waffle like I did. Now it's time to cut into this peach cobbler stuffed waffle and see how everything turned out. Now take a look at that. Now for this recipe, you can add as much or as little as you like regarding the peaches. Now look at that, peach overload. This is a peach cobbler stuffed waffle. Look, this waffle is fluffy, flavorful, it's not too heavy. It is amazing. I actually really like this recipe and I will make it again. So I give Patti's waffle batter a good solid 9 out of 10. Now it's time to give it a taste test to let you guys know how everything turned out. Fluffy, moist, decadent, amazing. This was really, really good. I'm Eat Sautant, folks. I'm going to finish this off. Let me know in the comments what you think. Put a waffle emoji if you rock with me this whole recipe video. I'll see y'all next time.